Y'all want more? We're back for the 31-21 conclusion video. Originally I decided I was being a bit harsh by ending 31-21 because I was having a sulk over how many people watched the video. And as the video went up from 10 to 17 overnight, but today I'm just going to do a quick video to finish off 31-21. I'm going to review the whole album quickly, and I'm going to give each song a mark out of 10 because I'm going to be moving on to a more exciting project soon, dealing with a slightly older album. Okay, so I'll just show you all this stuff again. Okay, so let's move right along. Okay, 31-21 the song, I talked about that in the previous video. Like I said, Tamar, Can't Get Out of the Way. Yep, it's a great song, great album opener, and I already talked about it in the other video. But anyway, I gave that song a 9 out of 10. That's a very good song, about third or fourth best on the album. And second song on the album is Lolita, which is sort of an upbeat Latin dance jam, and really good thing about this song is that he's moving straight into the sex here. Basically, he finds a beautiful girl called Lolita. He wants to please her, but he wants her to say Cecia, you know, and all this other stuff. And then there's a part where there's a woman speaking Spanish, which is a bit confusing for me because I don't know any Spanish. New Zealand's not a Spanish-speaking country. Very English, British country we're in here. So I have no idea what they're going on about, but it's probably something about sex, you know, because it's Prince after all. Yeah, it's a pretty good song too. Very upbeat. I'm not a fan of the plastic sort of dum-dum-dum-dum drum fills in it. You know, there's Kirk Johnson all over this album, as you'll hear. So I gave that song an 8. Okay, third song and first single again. We've got this whole Latin, Mexican, Tijuana theme going again. Te amo corazón, and I do know that much Spanish. It means something about my heart. It means I love my heart or something like that. Corazón is heart, amor is love, although really amor. And it was the first single, and again it's a tender ballad, and this is typical Prince, you know. It's the third song on the album, so we've got to go from the two upbeat songs into the ballad. And it's actually a better than average ballad. It's a bit soppy, you know. I mean, he talks about being in the air at 30,000 feet, and it's like, you know, the video shows him in sort of like a Spanish courtyard, like, you know, with the orange tiles and the Mexican pots, and it's all very sweet and beautiful, and a bit soppy, but still I kind of like it, so I gave it an 8. And then next we move on to a song which I consider to be the finest song on the whole album, and the only song I gave a 10 out of 10 to, and that is Black Sweat. There are several reasons why. First of all, Black Sweat is extremely funky, and until Future Soul Song came out in 2010, it was easily my favourite song of the 2000s. Another thing about Black Sweat is how much it sounds like Kiss. It's like borrowed almost the beat from Kiss, and it's got the same type of video. In this case, Prince has got his short hair. He's chasing around a beautiful girl. Whereas in the Kiss video, the girl's in shadow this time. It's a very beautiful black model called, I think her name was something like Clytemnestra or something like that, and it's a funky video, and it's got classic Prince lyrics, you know, I don't want to take my clothes off, but I do. This is a groove and it's hot. I know, but I got a job to do, yeah. So beautiful falsetto, lots of sex, very, very funky. A real classic Prince song. I think the video might still be on YouTube, and please don't get angry at me if it's not. I'm hoping it is, but it is a really funky video and easily one of the very best songs. And it's a 10 out of 10. Now we move into a less good song. The song is called Incense and Candles. Again, it's more sex, you know, okay, but sex isn't always a good thing. And it's the first appearance of Tamar. Here's the original booklet image so you can see what he means by incense and candles. There's some good voices in it. There's a nice melody, but it's not my favourite song. It's still alright though, so I gave the song a 7 out of 10. And it flows pretty seamlessly into Love. Oh, there's no lyrics for Love. Maybe probably. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So Love, which is the next song. And again, we've got more of Miss Tamar singing along. And I actually think now, I mean, Love could be brought back, and I could just see Andy Allo singing the vocals to Love, or even one of his beautiful divas. I wouldn't put Judith Hill or anyone like that on, though. Judith Hill to me, she feels a little more serious, sort of proper musician rather than some squeaky bimbo. But Love is a fairly good song. It's a bit cheesy. Some people don't like it. Okay, I guess still give it an 8 out of 10. But the worst thing about Love, and it has to go, are those horrible electric drum fills. They're plastic, they're horrible, they're Kirky J, and they just sound like something from about 1998 R&B auto-tune. So yeah, that's Love. Now we're halfway through this album, and we move into what I consider to be one of his sexual ballads, Satisfied. And to me, Satisfied is a really nice song. It's a very lush. It reminds me a lot of Dark from Come. it's basically Prince is about passion, you know, and he's talking about, you know, getting a woman in the mood so he can take her to bed and then really satisfy her. So I mean, I think the pictures in this book really sum up the songs on the album well, you know. But you see the cushion there says satisfied, which is quite funny. Of course, we've got the 3121 branding. Now, talking about this, some basketballer, his name I've forgotten, actually loaned his house out to Prince. Prince rented it for a few months while he was making this album because he recorded the album in LA. I think Prince has become a snowbird now. You know, he goes to LA in the winter time. I mean, even the Minneapolis winters might be a bit too much for him, and he goes back to Minneapolis in the summertime. But he pretty much taped most of this album in late 2004, 2005, and the basketballer came back and they saw all of Prince's gold crosses and, you know, sexualized bedwear and, you know, candles and incense everywhere, and was not very happy and tried to sue Prince. But anyway, he couldn't do anything because Prince had paid the money and he had not signed a waiver saying he couldn't modify it. So now we move into song 8, and the song is Fury. Now, Fury was the third single off the album. Black Sweat was the second one. Came out after the album was released and it pretty much flopped. And again, one song on the CD, you can see why. And Fury is a fairly good rocker. You know, it's sort of like the whole angry, you know, like about a woman scorned, basically. It's got a good melody and quite interesting beat to it, but I still think there's better music to come out of him here. But overall, Fury does have a good angry rock pace, and I actually did give this song a 9. Sorry, I gave Satisfied an 8. But I like Fury, and yeah, it's a fairly good song. And it's easily one of the better songs. It's an anchor song on the album because once we get past Fury, we move into the spiritual part of the album. And probably the next song, which is clearly, it's alright, I guess. It's actually completely Jehovah's Witness to death. He's basically singing about the Word, which is the Jehovah's Witness Bible, and he talks about what are you going to do when those witness spiders come for you? And I mean, I don't really agree with the dogma, but the vocals are really good. I like it. He's singing, again, multi-range of voices, and it's a fairly good song. And I gave it an 8 as well. So most of the songs on this album got an 8 overall. I think I gave them this album a score about 81 or 80 out of 100 overall. What I do is I rank every song out of 10. Then I average those marks, so basically I get the total mark out of how many ever. So it's like there's 12 songs on the album's mark out of 120, and then I change that to a percentage, and I use the Swedish system, so it's like 80.9. I rounded up to 81, and that's what this album got. I think it got a score of 97 out of 120, so it became 81%. So this song got an 8, and we're going to move into the next song, which is probably, it would be actually the worst song on the album, actually, the next one coming up, and that's Beautiful, Loved and Blessed. Now this song's just too cheesy for its own good. See, it's got too many words. It's got Tamar singing along, and I really liked it when it came out, but it's just one of those songs that started really badly, and it's just a bit too mushy, you know what I mean? You know, sometimes a song can be too mushy. It's got a nice beat to it though, and you know, and it's just, yeah. I think I'm going to move on to the next song, which is, again, another very good one. It's called, as you know, the song is called The Dance, and it's actually a very beautiful sort of almost tango-like beat plotting through it, and he's sort of singing in that sort of fearful falsetto, you know, I don't want to change your mind, no, 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 baby. And at the end of it, he goes into this really amazing scream, and I love the scream. The scream really makes the song for me. Otherwise, it would be very unremarkable. And he goes, it's not fair! Yeah! Like that, and it's just, I just love silly Prince screams. Soul screams taken to extremes. Yep, so that's track 11, really worth listening. In case you guys don't already know, I mean, if you see this album in the shops, buy it. You should really listen to it because it's a good bridge between 90s Prince and modern Prince. Okay, the last song is called Get On The Boat, and I used to really love this song. There's a lot of horns in here. There's Maceo playing. There's probably got the MPG horn heads in the room. And it's not bad. I mean, I gave the song an 8, which is an average mark. No, I actually only gave it a 7 because I felt it went on a bit too long, but it's a bit cheesy. Pretty much, I mean. But if you like Big City off the new album, you're going to love this song. But I actually think Big City is a lot better. It's got more going for it. But this is fairly good. And overall, it ends off the album fairly well. But overall, one of his most satisfying albums of the 2000s. And easily an album with no filler. I mean, even Love and Beautiful, Loved and Blessed are the two weakest songs on the album. They're still okay. They're not like really bad. I mean, if you want to listen to a really bad filler song from this period, I mean, I would easily go for some of the stuff on Plectrum and Electrum, like Boy Trouble and Stop This Train. But this is a good album, and yeah. So that ends my 3121 reviews, and just to let you know what's coming up next, something more exciting, I'm going to start talking about one of my favourite Prince albums, Parade. and hopefully we'll get you all in to watch this. And again, show 2 video is now up to nearly 800 views, which I'm just blown away by, and at the same time I'm really happy because show 1 has finally surpassed 200 views. And yeah, so I mean, I know I'm being a bit shallow talking about views, and I mean, some of my best friends, you know, a man called Benjamin Thomas Umbright. I hope I got that name right. You know, really cool guy from South Carolina, and he just said, look, stop worrying about views, just make the videos, you know. So I'm going to listen to him and just see how this all rides out. So yeah, thank you. May you be blessed. And just before I run off, Jay's results are out. So his big survey's got the results out. I'm not going to tell you. And please don't read the comment section because I can't stand it. You know, he's done all that work and you want to sit through right to the end to see what the best Prince album is voted by his viewers is. You do not want some fool telling you in the comments. So don't look at the comments because I saw them the other day and some idiots written in results. Don't look at them. Watch the video, enjoy the mystery because it's really cool. Okay, peace out. And may you live to see the dawn and get wild.